Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Sadhguru Shri Muji Baba ki Jai. We all here presumably to recognize ourselves, to realize ourselves. What is the promise of the spiritual path? Self-realization. To meet this self, where must we look? We've also been told that the self does not come and go. This self apparently comes and goes. The self does not come and go. And it is also unchanging. These are beautiful clues. It does not come and go, and it is unchanging. Now, what are you discovering about yourself? When you meet yourself, many of you are still believing that there is something missing in this self. But if it was that there was something missing in this self, then it would be the changing. It could not be the unchanging. If there was still somewhere to get to, or something to happen to the self, for you to realize yourself, then we would call it the changing self. That gets better. Every time you meditate, the self gets better. But nobody says that. The self is unchanging. Now, meet yourself. Meet yourself. The term meet will drop away. The instruction, the pointing meet will drop away. And you will see that there is just this self. What are you finding? What are you finding when you meet yourself? Let's make it a bit interactive. What are you finding? Huh? Nothing? Nothing? Is it? Let's start with this nothing. When you meet yourself, you something are meeting nothing. What is it? Nothing is meeting nothing.
Nothing is aware.
So is this nothing that you're meeting aware or unaware?
I cannot ascertain whether it is aware or not.
As you meet this self, what is left of you now? Nothing. Slowly. You say, I meet this self, nothing is left of me. True? How many say this is true? You are still there and you're meeting a nothing. Everyone will have a different answer. I got it. So, what is happening when I say meet yourself?
There's just a knowing. This
Just a knowing. Okay, just a knowing is one. Then
Just is. I mean, just
is
there is a vibration.
a vibration.
Awareness.
Yes. So let's say all that is vibrating. Meet that one that is aware of it. All that is moving, all that is sensation, all that is hearing also. Don't exclude anything from your experience. Meet that one that is aware of it. Now, who is meeting who? Huh?
Not really things that you just have to, it's just it.
You are it. You are it. It. You are it. Is it? So, are you nothing? Are you something? No. Really? This nothing is neither nothing nor something. That is why for the mind it is completely confusing. Really? Why, how would you call something which is nothing you? Isn't it? I am meeting myself as nothing. That means you are still there, but not as a thing. That's why I say that this is that nothing, which is the essence of all things. It is not that essenceless nothing. It's not that nothing which is like, what is there on the empty table? Nothing. It's not that nothing. It is still you, and it is aware.
For me, when you said meet yourself,
Yeah.
just stuck there.
Stuck there? What stuck?
I mean, you said maybe there was a notion that I was something, but then when you said meet yourself,
Yes.
it was like something dropped away.
Yes.
For a
And
moment,
what remained?
nothing actually.
Yes. And who was aware that nothing remained?
See, there is no answer to that.
Who was aware that nothing remained? Are you making it up or you saw that nothing remained? You saw. So you must still be there to see it. But this you, what can you say about it?
I'm not sure if I've seen
No, it's good. What you're seeing is fine. Now, if you try to bring your mind into it, then you will bring confusion into it. You said very beautifully that I looked and I saw that there was nothing. I saw that there was nothing. This I is what I'm asking about. The one that saw the nothing itself, was it something or nothing? Nothing. Then how is it I? How does the I-ness come from? Can nothing have I-ness? Therefore, it is no thing, and yet it is I. Impossible for the mind. Okay? Impossible. That's why Guruji says mind bypass. Because the mind cannot fathom a no thing I. It can only fathom a something. Meet yourself and don't say anything about anything. No notions are needed about anything at all. You don't have to give me an answer. You don't have to give yourself an answer. Let all interpretations come and go. As long as it feels like, and don't go easy to come to this conclusion. Don't come to this conclusion very easily. As long as it feels like I can't let these interpretations come and go, then we need some form of instruction. Either surrender it, or inquire into it, or meditate, or chant. See, all these will be needed. If it feels like interpretations are still meaningful for the self. But for many of you, it is just so natural. So let them all. As you are meeting yourself in this way, you are meeting your truths, your Shiva nature. But remember what I said the other day? That as soon as you interpret it, it will seem like it is limited or personal. As soon as you judge it, it will seem like it is a limited entity. That is all that is going on. Meet yourself naked of all interpretation. This is your notionless existence. We are not fighting anything. Simple openness, all things are coming and going. You don't have to get to any state. Because you're not trying to get to any state, nothing can get in your way. What are some of our most favorite interpretations that we might buy? It cannot be this simple. Then, am I doing this right? That's an interpretation. What am I missing? There are the fireworks. Does this mean I have got it now? I'm making this list so that all of you can recognize them when they come and know that they are just interpretation. So when I'm saying just let them come and go, let them. What else? I don't feel it.
I have not dropped the something yet.
I haven't dropped something yet, but I never said to drop anything. Huh? I already know it.
saying
Yes, yes, not needed here. Not the label of awareness, not the label of consciousness, no self, nothing. What I am using is just pointing you to that and then to be drawn. Label, unlabelable.
One point of view is done. Doesn't lose anything.
I'm going to repeat the question. So, Guruji, at one point he knew when he was with Papaji that it is done. So, question is,
You very regular unless you pick up something.
can I just look at this presumption right now? Because even we say it often, but it is said that it is regular because it is so here, it's so available. But this is the most powerful being in the universe. What you are discovering when you meet yourself is the most powerful being in the universe and beyond that. It is regular only in the sense of its availability.
Once when you, of course, what comes and goes is not true. I've had many experiences. I'm not talking about the awakenings I had with you. I'm talking about that peek into it. When you said you are not logic.
Yeah.
Then I knew there is no God, there is no Guru,
Yeah.
there is nothing.
Yeah.
So, but that was wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't want wow. I want to just.
Sure.
There's no I. There's no I. I'm talking.
So the interpretation now is that where is the wow? Let that interpretation come and go. Meet yourself. It can seem like, no, this one is a special one, is it? The most well-dressed notion can seem like, oh, but no, but this must apply. We have already said the truth is ever present and it is unchanging. Therefore, what you're meeting now as yourself, it means no change. Even the wow or the okay is a coming and going. So if what you say is true that I'm not attached to the wow, then this interpretation will not have meaning.
Yes. Something comes to buy it.
This is just this one. That is just this one.
Seller.
It is completely wow and it's completely regular at the same time. Because it is beyond all interpretation. So this is the point of Satsang.
Well, why do we need attention to things like this, Then you look at me and I crumble and I cry and I don't know. Why can't it happen like that regularly?
He says, why do you need to look at me for me to crumble? Why can't it just happen on its own? Then we just built all of this, made all of this Satsang Bhavan and who would come? Just kidding. It is happening on its own already. This perception which you're calling Ananta outside of you is just an appearance within you. This is how you're playing with yourself at the moment. Where am I right now? I am in your being. Where do you need to go? Yeah? Yes. This is our Leela. This is your Leela, actually. Gopala's Leela is this. This is your Leela. The outward movement is just the Leela of consciousness. What happened to your being in reality? So I told Ophelia the other day that I promise I'll take her all the way. But I didn't tell her that it's so simple. Because to take her all the way, all that we need to drop is the notion of all the way. You are this already. Come. Now where you want to go? Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
So when we put too much problems to see it, it's like this.
Yeah.
No problem. We want to change too much.
Yeah. It's all God itself. And the wanting to change too much is also God. See? Everything, then we must include everything. It's so beautiful that once we exclude everything, we come to the recognition of this God which is everything. And once you include everything, you come to the recognition of this God which is everything. So Maharaj Nisargadatta said there are two paths. Pravritti, which is to include everything, you see, love everything, include everything, and Nivritti, which is to go within and find out what is the truth. But the conclusion of both is the same. One consciousness, one truth, one God.
But when we say my being, then it becomes personal.
Is it?
Because when we say,
Only if you have a definition of my, which is personal.
yeah, see, this is all happening in me,
Yes.
in my being, in my
Yes.
presence. Not an appearance in my
Yes.
presence.
Yes.
See that again, but where am I? I'm not here to say my presence. No, it's I don't know, somehow I'm gonna.
Yes, because the word my has been used to define something limited for so long. So I'm introducing you to your universal being. It is still yours, but not you personally. This is the basic misunderstanding. That which is universal, that which is all there is, has been taken to be something limited and individual. Yes. Yes. Not Aparna's being. The presence of yourself.
There is no me at all.
Yes, we can say like that. Or the me that is there is all there is.
So it's finally that this being has been moving through this, not even there thing, right? Like whatever your identity was, like it's like being moving
Yeah.
as that, but it's,
As if it is that. Yes.
Well, what did she say? I don't get connected.
Which one? What did Shivani say? It is like this being has been moving through all this identity and notions.
But it's like, it's not even the identity being there.
Yes. It's never
Being
there.
is always being.
Yes. Being is just being.
Yeah.
All these identities and notions have been coming and going.
And that's the being as well.
That's also part play of the being itself.
The actual.
But
The actual pretense.
the
It's kind of
pretense,
like
the pretense does nothing to be. Just like the mask does nothing to you.
like when you say you've always been yourself, like, because here there's like this thing of like trying to see something differently, you know how
Yeah.
we all do this, like, when you say like,
You have always just been yourself. And you have always been aware of this as well. This has always been true.
it's just a story. It's
Just the story, just the interpretation and judgment.
Father, when you said the pretense does nothing to be,
Yeah.
I heard the pretense has nothing, it does nothing to be, which is also true.
Yes. Pretense can never be. That's why it is pretense.
Okay, let me ask you another question.
Yeah, but then louder or I'll have to repeat.
Question is, when was New Year?
When did I realize I was done? When I saw that I have always been this.
and it's just the
It's not regular.
What is not regular?
It's regular like this.
Is what regular like this?
Regular like
It is completely possible for you. Did the statistical analysis and said, out of 7 billion, what are the odds? You have good odds. Don't worry about it. What should it mean? What does realization mean for you? Maybe that will unravel this. What should happen when you realize the self? I am saying that you are a completely enlightened being at this moment. You were not till you got this. You are a completely enlightened being in this moment. And even when you believe something about yourself, if you interpret yourself in some way, you just pick up a position, a pose.
why you don't like
You also don't.
it means I can suffer with attachment to my children. So regular.
Yes. Everything is included in this. I'm talking about now. You're talking about past and future. Past and future are included in this, but make no difference to your reality now. Okay. Can we first settle on what is now before we settle the past and future? Yes. I'm saying right now, you are the most enlightened being ever. What do you see?
Problem now. I'm
Is there something missing? Are you self-realized or not self-realized? Do any of these notions apply? How I knew that this now will be like this? How I caught you in this special now? How did I know exactly at 5:32 you will have no problem? And I caught you in this special moment. So you said right now, no problem. Is it like that? Or is it true for every moment? I'm going to catch you in the middle of Commercial Street one day. I'm going to send one of my agents to catch you somewhere on the road and ask you what you are then. What is the bet your answer will be the same? No, see, we said we'll settle it for the now. So the yesterday is not important.
The dog on the beach analogy.
Huh?
Going,
What?
You're not sitting, practicing the sitting.
Who is not
You're
that?
not sitting, you're just going, like the dog.
Attention is going. Yeah, so let it go. God needs to control his attention to be God. I am saying that right now you are God, you are the Buddha, you are the Christ, you are Shiva. And you are saying what you need to do to become all of that. I am saying you already are.
Yeah, I realized that what's catching my attention.
Yeah.
I have a few things.
Yeah.
And how do you solve it?
Get your attention to them, it's okay.
It's okay.
Nothing to do with attention.
So I'm losing now.
What? That notion you have to drop. What did you lose?
Now.
How? Attention is going where?
I'm not. My attention is just going. I'm not enjoying the now because of this.
Attention
stupid
can leave.
distractions.
Attention can leave the now. Attention can leave you.
There's a seeming movie.
All of this is a big seeming.
When do you know that the phenomenal play is happening but still not there?
Every moment. Every moment the phenomenal play is happening and you are still there. When do you know me? What should happen for you to be free? What is different between you say you are like this but I am not like this? What do you see about this one that is different from you? I am saying we are one, we are the same. You are saying?
You're not distracted.
I'm distracted if a noise comes from there.
You don't have conditioning.
You also don't have conditioning right now.
The seeds will one way.
Hmm?
The seeds of that will not one way.
Seeds of what? They've gone, no?
Sprouting, no.
They'll keep sprouting and they will come and go. You are as you are. You see, as long as we have an idea that we have to get to something, it can seem like, oh, but this is not it. I am saying that if the self is unchanging and it is the truth of what you are, then where must it be now? Don't confuse the outer Leela to be the self. The outer play can be the outer play. And it is completely free to play as it likes. What does it have to do with yourself? How does it matter what the Ananta aspect of you is doing? Is it the Gopala aspect of you is doing? Is it the Amira aspect of you is doing? All of these are playing in their own way. How does it matter to your reality? As long as you make this correlation, only this Gopala aspect must exude the self or something like that. I'm trying to fit the ocean in the coconut. Please don't confuse this body to be something special or the self.
You say that you want to make this,
Huh?
you want to make this display.
The movement of the ocean can go on the way it is. The coconuts will keep smashing against each other along the way. Nothing to do with the depth of the ocean. Either I'm saying some mythology to you, or you see it as your own insight. So what is it? What I'm saying?
Valmiki was not a
Wow, Valmiki.
Valmiki didn't become a, he was a king kind of a,
Yeah.
but he stopped doing all that.
So you want the license to keep doing whatever?
No, that's the thing.
You stop. No? Forget Valmiki. Meet me now. I am Valmiki right now.
So everyone has a play. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sang songs all the while.
As long as you keep confusing the ocean and the coconut, it will seem strange. How does it matter what words you speak or this body speaks and what actions happen from this body? What does it matter to the self?
It doesn't matter. Each one has its own role.
Each coconut will smash against whatever waves it has to. What are you? Are you the limited entity coconut? Or are you the unlimited ocean which is beyond any phenomenal ocean? See and tell now, what are you? Are you the unlimited or are you limited? Unlimited. Now, what are you believing yourself to be?
But when I continue my habits like while eating chicken.
In this report, the one that is eating chicken, is that the unlimited one?
It's a limited one.
But it is.
Suit me. I have to change my habit.
That is called level confusion.
Non-vegetarian food is not suiting me.
It will drop away, but I'm saying, what does that have to do with the unlimited self that you recognize? Because as long as we keep picking up this limited notion about ourselves, then what do I want, which is desire? What do I do to get that? All this play of duality will go on. Okay, can you do the reverse? Just be this body only. Become this body and show. Don't be the self. Just be the body. Do it. Can't do it. Why? Because you cannot just be the sensation that you are perceiving. You see that you are beyond that. Put your hand on your heart and tell me what you really want. And I give you my blessing that it will be so. It is so already. Cannot leave home.
Is he grounded? Is he grounded?
No, he has a curfew. You wanted to ask him?
Yeah, it was actually must have a little bit to do with what he was saying, because you were saying that God does not get his attention, doesn't need any effort. But what if God wants to put his attention, or wants to focus on a specific thing?
All that is moving is the will of consciousness, the will of God. As it is happening that way, what is the will of God? This. What is? And even the reminder that you are not something limited, you are God itself, is the will of God. Nothing is opposed to it. The delusion and the waking up are both the play of God itself. And the voice of delusion and the voice of waking up are still the play of God itself.
But is it not possible for me as consciousness to move the body in a certain way, or the thoughts in a certain way?
It is only possible for you as consciousness to move it.
So when he's speaking about habits and stuff like that, when he realizes that he is consciousness, then it will not be any problem to remove any bad habits.
That's why I said you don't have to drop any of these bad habits. You just have to see what you are. And you see that there is only one will, which is the will of consciousness. Then this, am I doing the right thing or am I doing the wrong thing? This confusion you get some relief from that. But what can remain is that it might feel like you're just a tiny, like I was saying, you're just a chair which is being moved around by a higher power. So then it can feel like, oh God, why are you doing this to me? What have I ever done? This kind of victim mindset can come. So, and this goes away when you see that the will of consciousness, this consciousness which has the will, is not different from you yourself. It is your own being, in the light of which all these movements are happening. It is only the interpreter which says good, bad, ugly, should, should not. So as we leave this should and should not behind, we find no distinction.
We were talking about how there is no practices that one should. But isn't not getting on notions for too long? I like the image of not taking a train of thoughts and not knowing where it's going to take you. That is a little bit of a practice, right? I mean, after a while, you get better at spotting when you just got on the complete wrong train and it's going in the wrong direction or in the direction. So, I mean, yeah, I'm sure that you as a husband, probably also went through a practice when it came to that, no?
So, what I'm saying is that when we come to any sort of control over attention, that entire thing is the realm of practice. So, and I'm not saying so much that no practice is needed. What I'm saying is that you are the self irrespective of what practice is happening or not. And to recognize the self also, it is simple. It's just like this. So if you would say, just see what you are right now, if you would call that a practice, then okay. But to take 108 hoops through something and then to be able to see yourself, that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Calling a practice. So I said the other day that depending on what our temperament is, then we get into this realm of attention, which is practice oriented. So we can have some practices like self-inquiry, like who are these thoughts coming to, or then you could have some practices like keeping your attention just with the breath, not keeping your attention just with the mantra. So all of them have to do with attention, how to control attention, just like you were saying the other day, so that this condition, non-consciousness, does not happen, the vritti, chitta vritti, does not seem to happen in this apparent play. So that is the right. So I said that practices can happen if that is your natural temperament. So I have nothing against that. But if you say that I will only become the self after I practice a certain thing, that is what I'm questioning.
All that is the thing, and all this way, immediate thing, not happening at all. That is true.
Yes?
And just the silence, just the not
Just the
hearing of the sound. And the purpose of the awareness is only to recognize this self-concept. So the silence is just the ground of being. It doesn't even know the place happening. So all this is just the reflective consciousness.
just a
Reflective consciousness. I mean, it is not.
you can say that. You can say that. Or you can just say it's consciousness itself.
It's conscious
Because
but
reflected consciousness is also consciousness.
yes, I mean the sun and the sun rays are also the
Same.
same. Similarly, sun is also here everywhere.
But
one is like saying, realizing that I'm the unborn awareness.
yeah,
And second is just dissolving into the unborn. You never came out.
yes. Not even dissolving them because you never came out.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. You never came out.
Yeah.
But you never became a being.
Yes.
This is what actually happens.
Yes. But to say this, we need the being.
Yeah, to say this. So it is true like what Bhagavan says is basically.
Whatever Bhagavan says is true. Never ask me a question like that. I'll get in big trouble.
You know how I've been training for this. Now it's the portion is coming here.
Yeah, but I said, no, whatever Bhagavan says is true.
Bhagavan said many things in many contexts.
Then you know the answer. Okay. Everything Bhagavan said is true. And no true words have ever been spoken.
Okay, but there is a pointer. The pointer is sleep in the waking state, as if you have never woken up. Okay, I know where this fits. Is that okay? It is an arrow. It is a pointer. Like you say, the truth has never been spoken. But where it hits, is that okay?
If you can see where it hits, why you need my
Father, you
conclusion?
are my guru. You are my guru, Father. You have to take care of all my realms. Not only that, but this also. This also realm you have to take care of.
So, if you know what I have to do, then which one of us is the guru? That's what I see this very often. You are my guru, So now let me tell you what you should do.
I'm suggesting you what I should do.
No, you're saying that you are my guru, you should take care of this and you should take care of that. So then, if I didn't know this already, then I shouldn't be your guru.
मैं नहीं समझा.
After you say that somebody is your guru, then you cannot say you should be doing this or that. Otherwise, you are the guru. It is the guru who tells the disciple you should be doing this or not. Disciple should tell the guru you should be doing this or not, or the guru should tell the disciple.
तो आपने बता दिया ना मेरे को. Like you already told me 2 pointers you have given me.
Exactly.
Nothing more than this. Right? I'm adhering. Right?
You might have forgotten what you said. Maybe that's why you're a bit confused.
No, I am not forgetting that.
No, just now what you said, which was that, Father, you are my guru. You should be doing this, you should be doing that. And I was saying that
So I said that.
there's a contradiction in the first part and the second part.
No, I didn't mean, but I don't know what came out. I don't know what
That's what I
came out.
realized you forgot.
I don't know what came out. But that was what I said. That was the secret.
But it's a playful reminder. But you see, it's very common in this realm to call someone their guru and then say, but he should be like this. This is how he should be doing it. Should not be. You see? And I have faced it over the years with many of my children also. You see? Father, you're my father. But why you don't do like this?
These things they come first. Whenever they come, whenever I feel gratefulness for you, anger for you, I always write to you. This is how I feel. Because other than you, I don't know where to go.
What I'm saying is that the term guru means your life, my life is your problem now. In that we have dropped our shoulds and coulds and where we have to go and how we have to do. Before that, don't say guru. We can just meet as friends. You say Ananta, I have no problem with that. We can meet for coffee in coffee day, no trouble. But once you say guru means, then you're referring to the guru principle, which is your own Sadguru presence. And that we can trust, that we can, the pointers offered up from there can be followed. That's why jokingly I say either you can have a guru or you can be Frank Sinatra singing my way, my way. And both are fine.
अगर वहाँ से ले जाने वाले तो आप ही हो. मेरे को अपने आप थोड़ी है. मैं तो अभी आपसे कंफर्मेशन मांग रहा हूँ. मेरे को कुछ नहीं पता.
Saying that even to bring us there is only you.
You are my hand holder. Always will be.
Maybe we can end the broadcast for today. Thank you all so much for being in Satsang today. Sadguru Shri Muji Baba ki Jai.
Sadguru Shri Ananta Ji ki Jai.
Cover us, right?